Hey everyone, it's Amy, and today's video is going to be a review on the Jelly Gem Cluster Adhesive from Jelly Nails 1. So she sent this over to me in a package for Easter and spring nails. If you haven't seen that video unboxing, I'll leave a link down below. Go check that out, see what other awesome things I got from her. But this is what it looks like. It's super cute packaging. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you will know that my Stay Put Jelly from Daily Charm is my holy grail gem adhesive. But I got this cutie in the mail from Jelly Nails 1, and I wanted to put it to the test because I stand by this one. I've never found anything else that's better. And so we are testing this out, and I'm going to test it on a couple different sets of nails. So this video will be taking over time. I have these purple bling nails on. They've been on for about 2.5 weeks now. If you want to see the video of how I created these nails and see what they looked like fresh, I'll leave a link down below for that one. But I used this on these nails and I wanted to show you. So this is my left hand. I am right-handed. So on my non-dominant hand, all of the gems have stayed on. And I did use some bigger ones, thinking that usually the bigger ones do tend to pop off. Untouched. Nothing has come off. On my right hand, this is my dominant hand, I did have one casualty. This one happened a couple days ago, so this one came off at about the 2-week mark. But even for all of them lasting for 2 weeks on me is really good. If you guys don't know, I do hair as my actual work, and doing hair, gems never stay on. They always pop off from doing, people's hair get in between and it pops off. And so I'm always looking for the best gel to keep them in place. So I have to say, I am very impressed. I have definitely, now that they're starting to grow out, I'm about to fill them now. I've been feeling hair starting to tug in the top portions of it where it's starting to grow out. But still, other than this one, which I believe either popped out for me washing my hair or for me putting groceries away. Those are the only two things I did that day. But I was surprised that none of the other ones started coming off. Usually if one pops off, then that opens it up and the more start coming off, but the rest have stayed in place. So I'm very impressed so far, really liking this one. But I will be testing this out on different nail sets. I'll be giving you updates on it. So like I said, these have been on for 2.5 weeks, and I've only had one casualty on my dominant hand. So far, very impressed. Okay, so I'm back testing some more crystals. This set I have on is a blue floral set. I'll leave a link to this video down below. But here on my thumbs, I did put some nail jewelry on there and a couple of gems. The set has been on for 1 week now, and it has stayed on. Now these guys are kind of, you can see how they're not all the way flush with my nail. And so this corner on both sides has been getting caught on a lot of things, but it has not popped off, which is pretty impressive. So I'm going to change my nails because I have an idea I want to do, so I'm going to do them. But I want to keep this on for another week to test it. So I'm going to take off this one. This hand I'll do a full design on, and then I'll do the same design on these 4. And it's going to look weird. This nail is not going to go with my design, but it's okay. I'm doing it. I'm testing this out for you guys. So this guy is going to stay on. We'll see how this does for another week longer. But I just wanted to test to see how difficult it's going to be to come off. See if I'm able to pop it off. Now, I did prep this really well. And in my video, sorry, I'm out of frame. In my video for these nails, you'll see that I did shove a lot of gel underneath the crevices to really try to seal it in. So that's definitely a key no matter what product you're using, to really like get it all in there. So I'm curious to see if it's going to be difficult for me to take it off. So these are my old nippers that, I don't know if you can see, they don't close all the way anymore. There's a little gapping in them, so they're not quite as sharp either. So I use these to nip off crystals. And the crystals are really in there. Okay, that one flew off. But I'm really impressed with how they're holding. Okay, got that one off. Now let's get the big guy off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip underneath here. See if I can pop it. I'm kind of scared it's going to like fly into my eye or something. That has happened once. It's pretty scary. There we go, I got it. I got it. And then I was able to pop it off the rest of the way. You can see all the gel. Let's see what angle there. How it was all piled up. You can see like the impression where it was. So it wasn't super difficult to remove. But you could definitely see like where it had all like sealed it in. So it was on there pretty well. So I will be back in about a week to check in on this guy, see if it's still holding. Hello everyone, I wanted to come in and do a check-in. I did these goofy nails. You can see I put a cluster of crystals, and I have already lost one. And I just did these yesterday, and I actually lost the crystal yesterday. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours after I did my nails. I took a shower, washed my hair, and one did pop off. But I think it's user error. I don't think it was sealed in enough there, and that's why it popped off. I was going to glue one down again last night, but I decided I was going to leave it for the purpose of this video. I want to see if any of the others start popping off as well. So checking in, this is one day after doing these nails. Okay, so I wanted to come in and do a check on my crystals. So this I had left on for 2 weeks. I'll insert a picture here of what this one originally looked like. But I had a big like flower jewelry here, and then I had a bigger crystal here, and then a little bit smaller crystal here. This smaller crystal popped off about a week and a half after wearing it, but these two were going strong until about 10 minutes ago. So again, they had been on for 2 weeks as of today, but I was putting a bag on the trash can, and my thumb scraped up against the trash can as I'm putting the bag on, and of course that just popped it right off, which I wasn't being careful. And I mean, that's totally gonna happen. That was totally on my end. It had nothing to do with the gem adhesive. That was totally me not being careful with my nails, and of course if you roughly rub it against something, it's gonna pop off. So just wanted to note that. But yeah, sadly I wasn't paying attention and I did pop them both off, but they were on for 2 weeks, and especially that big piece, I was pretty impressed. As far as these ones go, these have been on a week. Again, this one had lost like a couple hours after putting it on, but that was definitely user error on that. The rest of them have stayed in place. Nothing else has popped off. Alright, so I just wanted to come on and give an update before I take these off. But it's been about 2.5 weeks since I've had these goofy nails on, and I have only lost that one, which I've already done an update on, but everything else has stayed in place. So that was definitely user error for that one. But I'm impressed that everything else stayed in place. Alright, so I'm just coming on. I think these have been on for a week, if not a week and a half. And all of my crystals have stayed on my little pinky here. So the test is going very well. I have like a couple more tests I want to do, but I would say this gel is doing very well at keeping crystals in place. So I'm just coming on here to do a crystal check. So I have my Cruella nails on, and the pinkies we got full studded out, and these have been on for about 2 weeks, and no crystals have been lost. Even on the sides, all of them are on. If you're seeing like little gaps, it's because I just didn't fill them in, but I've actually lost no crystals. I was planning on keeping these on for another week to really make sure that they've been staying on good, but I decided I'm gonna do my nails today, so these have to come off. And I wanna see how easy these are gonna come off, because these seem to be on there pretty good. Oh, there we go. They're starting to pop off. Start with the bottom one, get it loose. They're actually coming off pretty easy for as secure as they were on there. These bigger ones are a little hard to get off. Alright, so I actually got all of them off fairly easily. I was trying to get my other one off. This is just going to be harder just because it's my non-dominant hand. Okay, so I got the rest of those off camera. They were a little bit harder to get off, and I don't know if it's because there was more gel on there or if it was because I was doing it with my non-dominant hand, so it was a little harder to get precision, but I got them all off. But I was very impressed with how well they stayed on there, especially like the top ones. I thought that this like first top one was definitely gonna come off. I was having it get caught in people's hair a couple times, so I was impressed that it managed to stay on. Hey everyone, I'm just coming on to do a quick check-in for my crystals. So this set has been on for about 3 weeks, and all of the crystals, all of the caviar beads have stayed put. Nothing has come off, and that's for both hands too. All the caviar beads still in place, all the crystals still in place. So this was very good. This was the longest I think I've let anything sit on my nails, the 3 weeks, so it has gone well for the test. Okay, so I'm back to do the conclusion of this video. So I have been testing the Jelly Gem Cluster Adhesive from Jelly Nails 1 for the past several months now. And I don't have any crystals on my nails right now, but this is like the first set in several months that I haven't had any. But you have seen me wear and use this one. I've also used this on 2 separate clients of mine. I'll insert first picture here. We just did a couple little ones on hers, but hers did last until she had to take her nails off and kind of go in between sets. And then I'll go ahead and put the other picture here. We did this like marble set on her. I do have a video up on this one if you want to check it out. It'll be in the link down below. But she wore this set for almost 4 weeks. Like it was like a couple days short of 4 weeks. And she said at that almost 4-week mark she had lost like 1 or 2 gems, which is pretty good because it was 4 weeks and we had quite a few gems on there. So for almost 4 weeks and she lost just a couple at that tail end mark is pretty good. And as you've seen, I've been testing this. I've done full nails with this. I've done bigger like jewelry pieces with this, smaller designs with this. I've been testing this with caviar beads. I've been using this with all of my sets the past several months, and I have to say it really holds up. I don't have anything negative to say about it. The packaging is super cute. The price is really good. I'll go ahead and put the price here as well as what it's called. Super cute. It comes in a big jar. So I would say this is well worth your money's investment, especially if you're using a lot of crystals on yourself or on clients. This will hold up. You do need to make sure that you apply it correctly, making sure that you have enough of the jelly down to seal it in, and make sure to seal it in with top coat as well. But as long as you apply it correctly and you're not doing anything so crazy on your daily day-to-day life, this is a staple gem adhesive. And now you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I used the Stay Put Jelly by Daily Charm. This one was my holy grail, and this is actually quite a bit thicker in consistency. And so you would think it being thicker, like this does not move around in the jar whatsoever. So you would think that this would be superior, but maybe because this one is a little bit runnier, and it's not super runny by any means. It's not. It's just not as thick as the Stay Put jelly. I'll show you. So it will start to slightly move around in the jar, but you can see it's still a thicker consistency. It's not going to pour out the second I turn it over or anything like that. But I think it's a good balance. It's thick enough that it stays in place where you need it, but it's like, I don't know, just a really good consistency. And for especially, like, you get this little container versus this big one. This one is 15 milliliters and this one's 5 grams. You can see quite a big difference. And I'll put price comparisons up on the screen as well. It's been a while since I've ordered a fresh jar of this, so I don't know the price off the top of my head. But I'll go ahead and put price comparisons as well as sizes up on the screen so you can see it for yourself. But this one, hands down, is definitely a winner for me. And I was sent this, so I want to be upfront and open with you. I was sent this from Paola, who owns Jelly Nails One, which, you know, I really love and appreciate that. But I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If something's not going to work, I'm going to let you know. But this works. It actually works. I've tested it. I do hair, and so it's hard for me to keep crystals on. And they stayed on, even the bigger ones. The bigger ones especially, I would have a hard time because it's just hard to like really get it to stay down, but this kept them down. I'm very impressed with this. I hands down recommend this to anyone who does any sort of crystal designs on nails. And I do have a discount code, so on top of it's already a good deal as is, you can save 10%. And I will put the information up here as well as in the box down below. Go check her out. She has all kinds of cool, unique nail art. And she's always listing new stuff all the time, especially seasonally. She tends to change it out and add new stuff. So go check her out. Like, you will not regret buying this, I promise you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this test video. Let me know in the comments if there's any other type of products you want me to test. I do have a test video coming up soon, hopefully. I bought the Young Nails detail brush, but I bought it in the pack with the paints. So I will be doing a test on the paints and the brush. So that will be coming up, but let me know what else, if there's any other products trending or just anything you're curious about, let me know and I'll definitely do some research. And if I feel like it'll be a good fit for me to use anyways, then I'll go ahead and test it for you guys and make a video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.